also have to make a list about my hometown. So that is the goal. If you see me looking down, it's because the comments are down there on my phone. Um, so this is Benable. This is what I do on a regular basis. I'm also a live agent here on TikTok for Global Variety, and I think I'm gonna do a segment on that in a little bit here. But first, I've got to get a list up. Do I do Global Variety first? Maybe I should. I don't know. Hold on. We're looking at comments first. That one's done. So it's just a recomment. What is going on? My Discord's popping. My messages are popping. Yeah. My husband is going like blah, 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 blah. Oh, definitely this magic one too. Just to take a little something out of photos or add, clean up, or change background occasionally. Try not to use AI too much, but it can come in handy. I like it for expanding real images into frame so they don't look cut off in socials. So, as you can see, there's comment features, there's liking, there's following, there's everything on Benable. So, Benable is a platform where I can make money, and I use it for free, and I have access to 40,000 partners for free. So, what happens is for me to get these commissions, I direct people to go see my lists. In my lists that I create, there are different items that are product code items. So if I go to, let's say, Canada Day, right? Hi, Sean. I'm feeling a little bit better today. I don't know if you saw my post. But then we have these products, right? They all go to different places. So if I click on this one and I go to the link, it's going to Canadian Tire. Now, the beauty of this is that when somebody clicks this link, and let's say they're like, ooh, this looks interesting. And then they get down here and they're like, I don't know. But they're at Canadian Tire, so they start browsing around. So then they end up buying something else that they like. Maybe it's a patio set. Maybe it's a tool that they need, right? I would get a commission and it would show up as this item, but it would be a different commission price than the item. I've had that happen several times. Yeah. So that is the most recent list I made. I made a Canada Day list. We now need to make a hometown list. Do I just put hometown? Just put hometown Owen Sound. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you, Sean. It was a rough day yesterday. It really, really was. I totally threw the white flag, and it's so hard to explain because it was something that I felt so defeated by, and I really still am uncertain on whether or not I can be a success at doing global variety as a manager, but I have tried for the last 4 months, and I'm not willing to just give up. But the reason why I threw the white flag was because I have one team member that's attached to 6 team members who is leaving. And so the 4 people that I needed to get turns into 10. Management is giving me an extension, so I have to get the 10 plus 5 next month. So it's going to be brutal. But at least I have a support network behind me of people that want to see me succeed. I don't know, it's really frustrating. But what ended up happening yesterday was that I took time to be offline but online. You know what I mean? So I was in other people's chats, sitting and just trying to get through it. I spent like 3 hours in the tub last night, just on TikTok, sitting in people's chats and trying to feel better. And like, I know that there's people in my community like you, Sean, like Jennifer, like Death Pilot, like Connie, that no matter if I'm doing my thing or not, that I still will have friends by my side. And that means a whole lot to me. And of course, I don't want to feel like I'm a failure, which really sucks. um, but we're going to try and push. And if we fail at the end of the month, we fail at the end of the month. But at least I have a chance. Before like yesterday, I wasn't going to have a chance because I didn't think that the owner cared, for one, because it's not his problem. And I was at the end of my like term to get management. So I have an extension, which is a good thing, but this is life. And it's really hard because like I'm trying to be positive, I'm trying to be like, hey, we can do this. But I have no idea. I really don't know. My specific manager is not the owner. She has full confidence in me, and she's hoping that some of the team can support, like coast to coast, can support and find more members as well. So I'm not alone. So that's a good thing. I mean, should I be on here doing Benable? Probably not. But I'm gonna keep to a routine and keep going. No cash with them. My hubby is giving me messages about the US Iran thing, and that's scary too. Thank you so much for everything that you gave. It's so hard. I was outside with the kids, and it's hard too because like I know that I come online and I look happy and I'm trying, like, people who know me can see through it, but it's really really difficult sometimes because then people just like make you feel like there's a facade or that you're being fake or that, and I'm just like, it's not that. Ah, Taylor, you're amazing. You work so hard. You're doing great. Thank you, Sean. I'm trying. My big thing is I'm a people pleaser. So, like, if I fail, I'm affecting others, right? And so, like, immediately yesterday, like, nobody replied to me until this morning. But immediately yesterday, I went to my manager. I'm like, this is this person. This is how they are. Like, this is what they're doing. This is like, I was connecting her all the dots in case the owner was like, I'm done with you, And like, I always want my people to be taken care of, you know? And that's huge for me, especially when, like, yesterday it was really bad because the member that stepped down had mentioned that, like, they felt like the agency was taking more. And I was like, we don't take anything from you as a creator. TikTok takes 50%. And then she's like, and I've heard that you're just in it for the money. I'm like, I make 2%, and only if people do their hours. Like, I've had two payments in 4 months of $24 and $26. Like, that's not, I'm not doing it to become rich. Like, it's so complicated. It really is because, like, of course I want to build a big team, and, like, of course that's, like, I can't lie, that's a goal to have a good team and to do well, but that's not reliant on one person. That's reliant on me doing a good job and being consistent and providing a service to them where they're happy, right? No matter what I do of like sitting in people's lives or sharing it out or liking, I don't have a million diamonds to just drop on people's heads, right? And so it's really like trying to connect them to people. And sometimes that's not enough. And then I have people being like, well, you should have seen all of this. I'm like, I have 16 people. You think I'm sitting and watching all the replays for 16 people of like an hour each person each day, potentially? And some people go live for a lot longer than an hour. I do check ins. I do 2 check ins a month. And I review everything and I take a look at everything. But like, and I jump in where I can. Is it loose information? Yes. Is it more information than I've ever received as a live host? Yes. I have never worked with another manager who even cares, quite honestly. And like, my manager cares in the way of like, you contact her, right? But like, I am physically outreaching on the other side. And maybe that's because I'm new. I don't know. And people are taking notice to that as well. So it's really difficult when you have somebody that, and also, one person doesn't break you, right? It's the attachment of having several people connected to one person that comes through. And it wouldn't have been such a big deal if it hadn't been like 8 days before the end of the month when I was supposed to be getting everybody to become a manager, right? So like everything kind of built up and like, so I took it really hard yesterday. And I'm coming back. I'm not 100% yet, clearly, because I'm like in and out of being emotional about it. But we're working on it. We're also going to do this hometown list. And then I'm going to do a segment. I don't know how we're going to do this hometown list. I don't know what's of value to know about my hometown, other than it's a retirement town. Um, but I appreciate you listening, Sean. I really do. And I know someone else is in the room. I apologize if this is the first time you're meeting me. This is what you see, but I know I have a really good support, which is really great. My husband doesn't understand. He tried to be supportive last night, but I think that he more so wants me to be done with TikTok so that he can have more time from me. Um, so that creates its own dilemma, right? When somebody doesn't really like, they understand the time and effort that you put in, but they don't understand why you put in so much time and effort. And I do it because I love TikTok so much and the community and meeting people. There's a lot of people on here that think that I'm just here for money. And then there's a lot of people that know me on this platform that are like my true connections in my community that have been watching me a long time and know that TikTok makes me feel better. So, like, yes, I have dreams. Yes, like any other person who wants to be successful on TikTok, there's a monetized, like, version of that of wanting to succeed. Do I get up every day and be like, I'm here to make $1? No. I get on because I want to be here. I want to connect. And I want to be with people who care to talk to me. And I don't expect people to come around, and I also don't expect people to stay. Isn't that a good thing? Apparently, one was a big base. Hold on. It's a good thing. Just sad it's happening. My husband's like, there was no casualties. I'm like, sad face. And he's like, that's a good thing that there was no casualties. The conversations are wild. It's just like yesterday. I like super depressed talking to him about TikTok and everything. And then I'm in the kitchen and he is really excited about his weight loss journey. I'm not in the supportive phase yesterday. Like, I was really down. And he's like, if you do decide on trying, then, you should cut out like this, and this, and this. And I'm like, so all of my favorite things. And I'm already like, I'm trying to be supportive, but I'm like all of my favorite things: chocolate, ice cream, pasta, potatoes, starches. I'm not listening. And then he's like, well, it would be healthy if you had these options. And, there's yogurt ice cream. I'm like, all I hear, because I'm survival mom, is it costs more. And so I'm like, it's gonna cost us more to be healthy. And he's just like, so you're saying that I'm costing you too much? I'm like, I am not in the headspace to have this conversation right now. Like, it is so bad. Thank you, Sean. I hope it'll work out. You're amazing. An amazing mom. An amazing person. Thank you, Sean. Sorry, I'm just reading your comment now. There's a lot of hate on TikTok in various ways, and there's an easy way of sloughing things off, right? But at the same time, it doesn't not affect you, right? And it's weird because it's not even, the frustrating thing is it has barely anything to do with me. Like, this whole drama scenario is because a relationship outside of me. So because I'm letting people in other people's lives, which I have no control over, I can't block people. Well, I guess I'm mod. I can block people from other people's lives. But it's not my job to control who comes and goes out of your life. And if you want a person there, then and you can't make somebody else get rid of somebody from their life because you think that you're protecting them. It's their choice. And so, because of that scenario, I'm an inadequate manager. I'm like, okay, I was asked 3 times for this person to quit. And I was like, I can't even remove you. Like, I'm not trying to trap you. I cannot remove you. I'm like, so you can terminate, or, right? Like, a lot of no sensical words that probably don't make any sense. It's just frustrating me because it's not like her and I got into a fight and all of a sudden that's why she's leaving. Has nothing to do with that. So I'm just like, okay, interesting. Right? Like, if I had a bigger team, it would be like a toss in the bucket. It would be like, okay, I understand. But because I don't have a big team, it's like half the team could be affected. Right? So, like, that's how messed up it is that this one person is connected to 6. So there's already been 2 that have like dropped. And so how many more out of those 6 are just going to drop? And I can't see the terminations either. Only the owner can see the terminations. So I'm like, did she not? I still see everybody in my back office until they go poof. And I think it takes 30 days for their accounts to go poof. So I'm like, okay, I'm still here. Trying to be supportive. It's complicated. It's complicated when you feel hurt as well. Like, I was in a Teamies live earlier today, who's a friend of, and they were chatting together. And I'm like, okay, do I go into that room? Do I show support? Do I show presence? Should I avoid and just stay away for a while? Like, it just, I don't know. Hi, Iconic Stillness. How are you? So, it's a lot of complicatedness, but it is what it is. Hometown. We'll get back to what we're doing. Oh. But I feel like there's a core of us. There's a core group of people that follow me around. And it's, thank you. Thank you so much for the gift, Iconic. So, thank you so much. There is a core of my friend group that actually feel like I have friends on TikTok, which is very helpful. I think I would spiral really darkly if certain people just started having drama with me. Kind of like in December, you know? Like I was really torn up about that friendship. It still bugs me. I take things to heart, and because the people pleaser in me, I can't just like let go of things. Everything affects me. How are you doing, Iconic? I'm trying to do a hometown list. I don't know what people care about. My hometown list is not going to be the greatest, but we're going to try and get somewhere. I Owen Sound is where I thank you so much for the finger heart, Sean. I appreciate you. Owen Sound is where I was born and went to school until grade 3. The majority, major headache, but I'm positive that's good. Hey, Rye Guy, thank you for the gifts. I hope your headache gets better. I hope it doesn't have to do with the heat. We're actually in my playroom. I don't even know if I can really show you guys. It's a hell of a mess. Um, but it's a playroom. We're in the basement, staying cool because it's 47 degrees. And the main level of the house is freaking insane. Uh, I made that one video today, this morning, in my kitchen, and I was like dripping sweat on my face. Thank you for the roses. Dripping sweat on my face. And then I moved to the living room and it kind of cooled down, but we came back from outside. And it was the most embarrassing thing ever. I went back to the kitchen so I could make the kids some food and got the food for the kids, got myself some honeydew, which is empty. And by the time I was done that, which was like 8 minutes tops, I was drenched. So much so I went to kiss my husband and he's like, no thanks. I'm like, even if I like wipe my face with my shirt, and he's like, no, no thanks. Thank you so much. I was like, okay, I go hide in the basement. And he, like, we're both a suck for like wanting to be near each other, but he's like, why aren't you coming upstairs in the air conditioner? I'm like, because I'm going live, and you don't like me going live. So I'm going to the basement so that I can go live. Thank you. Thank you for the taps, guys. Owen's hand is where I was born. I can't concentrate whatsoever. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm such an emotional roller coaster, guys. Crying, laughing. I don't know. Today is a lot better than yesterday, but it is what it is. There is a breeze, but it's still hot. Yeah, outside there's a breeze, but it's very little. Rye, you're in Toronto, eh? I'm in Ottawa. It's brutal. Brutal outside. We got, in my stories, we got some water fun. I put it in the stories because I don't really like the kids being online. But the stories is 24 hours, and then I bring it down. Owen Sound is where I was born and went to school until grade 3. The majority of my family still resides there. We have a saying that you're born here and come back to die here. It is a retirement town, and close to cottage country. No, Trenton. So you're closer to me. You got the airbase. Very cool. Sorry if I'm looking at I'm looking at my phone because my phone has the chat on it. I can put the chat on TikTok Studio, but it looks really weird. I don't even know how to get it back up actually. I could, I would, I try. I got rid of the chat because it's messy. I'm overthinking it. But yes, that was TikTok Studio. We're on TikTok Studio because I can share my screen, which is really great. The hell is the point in Owen Sound? We got Sauble Beach, but Sauble Beach is not Owen's. The first item on the list, not Owen Sound. There's Expedia. Why? Sauble Beach. This is my favorite place on earth. Hi, Derby. Thank you for joining. Sauble Beach is my favorite place on earth. It's about 10 minutes away from Owen Sound. I grew up going there every summer. It's got it used to have crystal clear water. They're not able to put chemicals in the water anymore, nor should they. But because they're unable to put chemicals in the water, they say that that's the reason why it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. We went 2 years ago for my grandparents' 50th anniversary, and it was still beautiful. It was gorgeous. There's been a lot of changes at Sauble. This is so cool. Just the water is gorgeous. They they got rid of the boardwalk. So when I grew up, Sauble Beach had this beautiful boardwalk and media not available. You used to be able to go to the arcade. All of these places on the beach would have their doors open, and on the sidewalk they would have wares outside. So you would go around and you'd actually like have a beachy day out. Like it was an experience within an experience. Even you'd have the car show. There's still a lot like that. It's just a gorgeous beach. I've been to some other beaches like Valens, like none of the beaches in Ottawa are worth a damn. Like don't plan a trip to Ottawa for any of the beaches here. We have E. coli issues. In Ottawa, it's so bad that as a parent, I have to check the E. coli rating of any beach I go to here before I bring my child there. There's actually red zone days where you're not allowed to be on the beach. It's that gross. But Sauble's not like that. And not that I've ever seen anybody surf at Sauble. I've seen wind surfing, but I've never seen actual surfing at Sauble Beach. But they get waves. They get big ass waves. And I don't know if it's from the boats. They're part of the lake. I think it's Lake Erie. I think. Is it Lake Ontario? It might be Lake Ontario. But it's amazing. I love everything about Sauble Beach. I'm talking too much about Sauble Beach. It's one of my favorite places in Canada. Um, so it's not part of Owen Sound, but it is. Ontario's top vacation destination? Well, that's good to know. We have to use the sign. Do we use the sign? That's gorgeous. Gorgeous! Thank you for staying in here. What do I got? I earned a cashback while we were live, guys. What did we earn? We gotta show you. I gotta show you. Okay, hold on. Add note. This is my favorite place on earth. It's an amazing beach and holds so many memories for me from my childhood. I'm so glad I was able to share it with my children. I really thought that I wasn't gonna ever be able to get my kids down to Sauble Beach, because we don't have a car. So my grandparents' 50th anniversary, they purchased train tickets for us to come down, and then my mom drove an hour and a half up to pick us up from the train and bring us down to Owen Sound, well, Kilsyth area. And then we stayed in a cabin beside my grandparents' house, and it was the first and probably the only time I'll ever get to say that I sent my kids to Sauble Beach. It was so amazing. Because I never thought that I'd be able to. So we earned a cashback while sitting here. Uh, so woot woot, we earned a cashback. We earned a cashback. What did we get? We're at 31. It was on high, and we got a 30% bonus. That's sad, but also awesome. It's sad that it was such a low commission. But it is from Halara. I got a commission from Halara. That's a new one. We haven't made a commission off of Halara yet. So this was in the holiday party outfit ideas. You guys will see a post about this later on today because we always post. But it's also not the first time that I've had a sale from this list. A lot of people like this holiday list. I think that's like the third sale from this list. So that's interesting. We got a sale. We got a sale. I'll shut up now. You guys have no idea how excited it makes me when I get, like, I don't know. I have been told before it's only $2, Amber. $2 every time adds up over time. Like, we've already cashed out $300 this past year on Benable. And even that, people are like, you're not making that a week, Amber. So why are you so excited? And I'm like, I made that money for free. I made it for free. Just by posting and sharing and doing these tutorials and getting it out there, engaging. I don't know. Maybe I'm a sucker, but I'll take it. Oh, and sound. All right. So Sauble Speedway. I mean, it's still Sauble. Sauble Speedway. It's also not Owen Sound, but they don't have the arcade there anymore, so I can't really like say anything about the arcade. I love this speedway. Uh, all right, plus button. People are gonna be like, none of what you said is Owen Sound, but it's about 10 minutes away. Is it considered Hepworth? I didn't think Sauble was Hepworth. Yeah, I mean, my grandparents' place is like 5 minutes away from it. It checks. It checks out. Do they have a better photo of the speedway? No way. Dang it. Uh, when I was 8, was I 8? 7? No, when I was 8, I worked on this speedway, cleaning up the aisles. It was fun finding the left behind treasures. I even found $50 that day. The luck that I have when it comes to finding money is ridiculous. I've found like $20 on the ground before. I've found $50 in there. I've found, was it just another 20? Like, I have a thing where I have to look at the ground when I walk. And when I look at the ground when I walk, I'm like, ooh, that's shiny. I've found things in snow before. Anyway, it's weird that way. Cat went live again. She must have been stalking me. She has a backup phone too, so she's probably watching me right now. Don't mind me. I'm being weird. I really wish that I had the arcade though, because the arcade had like a whole roller coaster, and it's no longer there. Sad times. Owen Sound. Whoops. Owen Sound Bowling. Owen Sound Bowling. Bowling. I can only think of 2 more places, and then I'm thank you. Go enjoy your day. Have an amazing day, Sean. Thank you for staying and listening to all my bullshit. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Sean. Hi, Alondra. How are you? Alright. We gotta find the bowling alley. It's closed. It's a Monday. It's closed. It's this one, right? It has to be this one. There's only one bowling alley in Owens. Oh gosh. It looks like it. Billiards. We used to play pinball. It's closed on Monday, Tuesday. Why? What the heck, yo? Alright. So, we'll open it. We'll go back to Benable. And then we put it in this list. Boom. Doop 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 doop. The bowling alley. What is this? What's this picture of? That's weird. Weird. Get rid of that picture. Bye-bye. No! You're supposed to go bye-byes. There we go. One of the only pastimes in Owen Sound is the bowling alley. I used to go every time my dad would bring me to go visit my grandparents. So when I was a kid, my parents were split. One moved to Ottawa and one moved to Cambridge. So my hometown is Owen Sound. My dad would come all the way down from Ottawa. And instead of going all the way back to Ottawa with me during one weekend, he would take me to my grandparents on the weekend. And we would, which was like only 2 hours instead of like a 6 hour drive. So he would take me back to Owen Sound. We'd stay in a motel most times, and then we would go hit up these three places. We would go to the bowling alley, we would go have a movie, and we would go to the mall. That was our like routine every single time we were in Owen Sound. There's not a whole lot there. Owen Sound Mall, and then I've got to pull the theater. Yes, Heritage Place. Ooh, we can put a park in here. Yeah, and there's a sad news to that too. What the hell? Why is your website look like shit? You've been around for like 50 years and your website looks like this. Anyways. Alright, so in here we go Heritage Mall. Do we put this in there? Or do we put this one in here? Something like that. We reduce all of the images. Add a note. This is the only indoor mall in town. When I was growing up, there wasn't anything across the street. They have grown, and now there is quite the shopping district in the area. So in On Sound, there's kind of like by the mall area, a shopping district, and then when you go on the opposite end of town where the bowling alley is, there's a little like outdoor mall area where there's like Giant Tiger, the movie theater, things like that, but it's very small in comparison to this district. And then the downtown core is kind of like a corridor of like stores on one strip, and then behind it you have like the library, the like it's a cool way that they've laid out the city, but also like the downtown core doesn't feel downtownish. Like this corridor by the mall you would think is downtown, which it's not. So it's a really cool place. So we want the Owen Sound Theater, theater, movie theater, movies. Is it a galaxy? Yes, Cineplex or Galaxy? Uh, it's both. It's both. Galaxy Cinemas. Sure, we'll go with it. Copy. So then we'll put that in here. Bloop. I think this theater has like 6 screens in it too. Like it looks small, but it ain't. If that makes any sense. My dad, so asleep 3 times watching Titanic. Titanic in this theater. Oh, little cute quips. Cute quips. Alright. There are 2 motels. So, Owen Sound Motel. One is a Best Western. Let's see what it shows. Do we do Best Western? I'd probably get a commission for. Hotel's 1. Why? We shall see. So that's accurate. Yeah, I didn't know that it was so close to the water. Like this is it, but I don't know why I didn't think it was so close to the water. Alright. Can I get a commission from this one? This is copy. Nope. Delete. I want to see copy if we'll get a commission for this. Yes. Howdy hi. It will not. But we do get a commission for Best Western. So this is where I'm like, why isn't it showing Best Western? Best Western rewards.com? Is it just because there's a different site for it? Okay, let's see. Owen Sound. Bum, 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 bum. The hell? I said Owen Sound. Duh. Duh. Hey, Jesse's girl. How are you? So now that I'm in here, if we click this one, yes, yes. Perfect. So now if I click this, my hand, and then go back to Benable, then I can make a commission. Wooty wooty woot. Alright, so this is the main motel in Owen Sound. Whoops. In Owen Sound. There is one other, but it doesn't have any amenities like this one does. I always got excited to stay here because I got to go swimming as well. Bloop. The Best Western. So we're at 6 items. We need to get to 13. And this is where it starts getting difficult because there's not much in Owen Sound. I'm gonna put the art, Owen Sound art gallery, and then I'm also gonna put the Christmas parade, because if you haven't ever went to the Christmas parade there, it is gorgeous. Stay up. Oh, and we have to put the park. Stay up to date. It's this one, right? Is this one? Yeah. No, it's not this one. That doesn't look accurate. That doesn't look accurate. Is it this one? Map. This looks more like it. Yes. Does it not have its own website though? It's interesting that the city is hosting that. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Mm-hmm. Yepper. My mother and I used to do daily walks downtown, and the art gallery was a landmark for us. I don't think we went inside often, but it was something that was mentioned a lot. All right, then we want Owen Sound Christmas walk, display. So Owen Sound does um, like, I don't know how to explain it, but when Owen Sound does their parade, they finish it off with these little cute, like, see how it's like down in the park after? So after the parade, they have little things off of the trucks that go down by the library. And it's this walking path that goes through. So, like, after the parade is finished, the floats dismantle and they put them across this walking path all the way through the library. So, it's something like I remember growing up with that, like, from year to year it changed, and it was just a really gorgeous sentiment to have. It definitely brought memories, and no other city that I have um, been in has had this. So I think it's special, for one. Two, it's good to put on the list as like a thing where people can go in the winter and actually get excited about. I don't know. I don't know. So, Light Festival is this one. Is there a website for it? The festival? So copy this one. And then we go like that. Festival of Lights, right? And there we have the pictures. They used to have like little houses too that were really cool. So when I was growing up, they had these that had after when I was growing up every year after the Santa parade, they would dismantle the floats and place them along the path by the library. It was always magical day and night walking through the Christmas display. Right? I don't think any other city has done that. I also spelt night wrong, apparently. Right? So that's 8 items. Now I gotta really think. Harrison Park. So, Owen Sound, Harrison Park. I have a puzzle to do. We gotta do the puzzle. Come on, well, give me the puzzle. Thank you. Shaboop. There we goes. Alright, so, Harrison Park. Do they have their own website? No way. These are the images of Harrison Park. It is like the only park I remember growing up. They have the news center, campground. No, that's not what I want. The campground, yes, but I don't have anything that's more explanatory. So the story I wanted to share on TikTok is that Harrison Park had these beautiful swans that they're featuring here. Just a couple years ago, they had over 100 swans that they had to get rid of, or so I'm told, because they had bird flu. And it's sad because like they have a whole like section of birds that you can go see, and it's just a very special park. They have the play area, they have the birds, um, they had paddle boating, they have the camp, they have the restaurant. Like this whole thing is an experience in itself. Um, and as a local, you had access to it, could come and go, and we spent a lot of time playing in this park as kids, but there was so much to it. So add that in. Is there like a special place to eat that I would go in Owen Sound? We only went fast food ever. Um, so no. As complicated as it is, get rid of this and then make that secondary. Harrison Park was our go-to for everything. Playground, mini golf, paddle boating, camping, seeing the birds. There was an ice cream parlor and restaurant in the park, and so and so much green space. Like, you think movie-esque of like chasing your kids down a green field? That's Harrison Park. Like, Harrison Park was just gorgeous. Um, it was amazing. Far walk. I remember walking all the time in Owen Sound to go anywhere that we wanted to go. You can walk from one side of the city to the other. Takes a lot of time, and I remember doing it as a kid quite a bit. So 9 items. We have 3 more to go. Popular, like, there's a store by the movie theater. But as for like food, like Miss Tiggy Winkles in downtown closed. I don't think that there's any like food hot spots. Um, it's very much eat fast food in that city. Like, there's no like, I don't know, top place to eat in Owen Sound. I'm just curious what it's gonna say. Cause there's not a, like, I don't remember there being anything. I don't know what these places are. Rockford, like Harrison Park Inn, right? Like the park restaurant. Like, there's not a lot of classy local diners, or like something that you're like, oh yeah, this the hot spot. I could be wrong, but like there's no Shani's Kitchen. Like, Shani's Kitchen looks like good food, but like if I was to go off of food dishes that I see, I might actually pick that one. Let's see the top one. Kettle's back. Yeah, I would go with Bishop's Landing just based on the food that I see. Now, where is it? It kind of looks like it's in the patio. It kind of looks like it's in the motel. This restaurant is ideal choice for your next gathering. I don't understand where this is. Don't know, but we're gonna put it in there. Do they have their own website? That would be great. Like, why are we on TripAdvisor? We're at 2.6K. Is that 2.4? 2.4? Best Western. See? See? I told you it looked like it was the Best Western. Oh, that's too funny. That is hilarious. Did you see that? It's like, it kind of looks like the Best Western. It freaking is. That's how bad it is in Owen Sound. They don't have like a posh diner. The Best Western. The food looks great though. Let's try that. This is the number one rated place. Let's go find out where that's located. And it's a vegetarian friendly place. Interior doesn't look great. Homemade soup burgers, famous fish and chips. I don't know why surf and turf is so big in Owen Sound, but I mean they're near the water. Maybe that's why, but like all right, do they have a website? Where are they located? Soups, burgers, and fish and chips. You'll find homemade food. It's in Chatsworth. It's not even in Owen Sound. That's another thing. It's not in Owen Sound. If that tells you anything, that's hilarious. Uh, so, where to put it in there? It's in Chatsworth, though. Be honest with people. It's funny because it says it's in Owen Sound, but it says it's in Chatsworth. Make that make sense? What is this image? Where is the three images? Can you not? Benable, what the fuck? Oh, what in the actual F? You're a broken image, but you don't want to go away. Make that make sense? I will have to edit it. And this is closer to Chatsworth. There isn't a posh place in Owen Sound. Owen Sound to eat. It's mostly fast food. Food. Um, this place is rated number one, and apparently the fish and chips is really good. My grandmother used to work at a restaurant on the top of the hill. It's no longer there. The pizzeria is no longer there, the family restaurant. But it used to be at the top of the hill and it used to be the place where everybody went. So we're now at 10. What other things would people want to go see in the city? Oh yeah, that favorite store, number 11. Google Maps. Not see any. Oh, Mac is online. Sweet. Yeah, when you're a part of the agency, it shares it out. Hey, Sonia. I have I have 10 people that it auto shares to me when they go live. I put it on like usually for like the newest members or for the members that go live the most often, because I can only do 10 a month. But it is really cool we have um, a sweets Discord. We also have Global Variety and Coast to Coast Discord for the agency. And I'll get into the agency in a little bit. What I want to do is find Metro Bishop Knights in Owen Sound. I feel like I'm going the opposite way. So we need to go here. The Travel Lodge. Travel Lodge. Wonder if it was a Travel Lodge that my dad took me to. I lied. Hmm. It was definitely cheaper. But anyway, moving on. So we're actually going this way. So up through here and the McDonald's. So right here, right across from the McDonald's is a heating place. There is the Galaxy Shopping Center. And then I see a street view. More street view. No? Yes, no, maybe so. Parking lot. Yes. It's this place. Yoga and Fru's Cinema. What is this? Now you're not going to tell me? The Treasure Hunt Warehouse. That's what it's called. This thingy. What is that? Yeah. The Treasure Hunt place. Does it have a website? It does. So this is known as a discount store that is very popular in Owen Sound. Are you gonna let me go to your website or are you gonna keep blocking me? Bloop. Hey, hey. Dirt cheap. Is it literally called dirt cheap? I thought it was called treasure. The treasure chest. Alright. Well, like that. Looking for a great deal. Don't miss checking the store out while you're in town. Ba-doop, ba-doop. So that's 11. I don't even know if I can get to 13, let alone 15. I'm trying to think of places that are not the funeral. I'm like, okay. So let's go on a little adventure. So this is the road. This side is McDonald's, duplex paint. This is the bowling alley. Oh no, it's a flower cart. The bowling alley is up here though. Let's back up a little bit. There's a house there? I didn't know there was a house there. This is the bowling alley, right? So then we go down this way, and this goes into like different sections. So we're going down this way to go downtown. And then there's not a whole lot, like Water Depot, Ministry, Tim Hortons. There's another motel, Sound Auto Car. There's nothing like exciting. There's nothing exciting. So then we keep going down. I believe, I lived somewhere on 4th Avenue West. I believe, when I was growing up. Is there a forest here? No. So it wasn't 4th Avenue West. It was somewhere like there was a forest at the end of it, Is this it? Third Ave. Nope. Trying to show. Hey, Amber B, how are you? So this is very close to where I used to live when I grew up. Um, I would say maybe, is it down this street? Possibly. Hey, hey. So this house is where I grew up. This one. It's what I call the dollhouse. So this is what I grew up until I was like grade 2, and then no, I was grade 1, and then my parents split. And so I used to actually like lay on the floor in front of this window. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. Um, but we called it the dollhouse. There's a creek in the back. This actually has like a patio, like a place to sit inside. Um, I loved this house. But my parents split up and literally like all of our shit was on the front, and I had to go to second stage housing, and it was this big mess when I was growing up. Um, so, but that was my little house. I should screenshot this and save it somewhere. Is it gonna screenshot? We're doing hometown right now for Benable, making a list for Benable and creating my hometown. Um, I could even, do I put that on there? I don't I don't know if I should showcase my house on Benable of like, or I could say childhood home without freaking putting my address there. More dates. Let's look back in history. Like, they overgrew it so much. It didn't look like that when I was there. I was there back in like 98, but it's nice to see that they cleaned it up. I think what happened was that um, the person across the street, which I believe was this house, across the street owns this house. Is it down more? I think it was down more. It was this one. See? You can tell. They're both they're both shitty looking. But essentially the owner owned both properties. And in this property they rented it out to my family. And then in their property that's over here, is it this one? In the other property, no, it might be this one. They had like an upstairs and downstairs rental unit. So they rented out the top and the bottom of it and then lived in the middle, if that makes sense. But yeah, I guess I could showcase it. My little abode. Should I? I don't even know. I guess I could put it as like no address. Be like my childhood home, and then I would go like this, upload, upload, browse files. Now, the whole point of this list is just to create traffic, additional traffic onto Benable. There's one thing on this list that I could potentially make an income from. Did it not save? Oh, it did save. Um, and that's the Best Western, but honestly, it's not. We called this our little dollhouse. My parents split, and when I was five or six, I think it was 6. And there's a lot of core memories here. So that's 12. Now, what we were doing was trying to find like memorable spots that made a difference, but there isn't a lot. Like, if you go downtown, like, I was really close to downtown. Like, if you follow this, this is the main street. And then, like, downtown is here. See, there's not anything really here. Like, the Liberty Tax, Days Go, the photography place. There's nothing really that's like exciting downtown. Retirement community, Duncher Place, like it's a retirement town. It is what it is, but we did make a commission while we were on here, which was great. We made I think $1 or something from Halara from doing this on Benable. So MacArthur, my uncle lives in this area on 4th Ave still to this day. Victoria Park, we used to always go by. We never stopped into Victoria. There's nothing there. It's just green space. It's a, and so we're already out of downtown. Like you see that? Like there's nothing in the downtown core. Whole Food, beer store, uh, OK Tire. Like there's nothing in downtown core at all. If you go up here, this is going up the other side of the city, and there's Zayre's over here. So, Speedy Glass, Bulk Barn, Shoppers, Canada Post, uh, Wendy's. So this is the big mall. So there's the mall, which we've already posted. Eastside Mario's. Then you've got like the whole. Like this feels like more downtown than the downtown core does. Canadian Tire, Walmart, Petro, like they're not like notable places. I don't even know how to explain that. And like in behind here, oh, there's a stacked Mary Brown's, Dollarama. Um, the hospital is behind here. So like somewhere here the hospital is. But then you get to like the end of here and like you're leaving Owen Sound. Like you literally have like a bunch of stores that came in the last like 10 years, and then like we used to only have this here. It used to only be the mall. You came up here and there was nothing on the other side. So like it's impressive that they've built it up so that there's a whole bunch of like stores here. There is the hospital somewhere here. I don't know where the hell it is. The hospital is somewhere here. Um, YMCA. There's nothing exciting in Owen Sound where I grew up. I wish there was packing solutions, dance makers, the brick. There's nothing notable. Closing the Gap Healthcare, Sizzle Spot. Where the hell is the hospital? There is a hospital back here. It's behind like Walmart and stuff like that. So that's why I'm like, where is it? But I don't see it. Gray County Hospital? Is that it? No, it's the government building. Hydro One. I swear to God, there is a hospital. I promise. But it's so easy to like go through the city and be done. Like, there's nothing exciting about it. I should put on here Kilsyth's like little store that they had. But again, Kilsyth is not Owen Sound. So Google.ca. Kilsyth Corner store? Corner store. General store. This one. I guess MapQuest is not going to help me. Gas and Dutch store. I don't think that's accurate either. I do know where that is though, but it's not what I'm thinking. There used to be this cute little store in Kilsyth that was like literally right across from my grandparents' house that used to go do 10-cent candies when I was little. It was the cutest thing ever. Best 10 convenience stores near Kilsyth. How about the one and only? Like these aren't in Kilsyth. Nice try, but they're not in Kilsyth. Oh, there is like a school in Kilsyth, and then that gas station, and like the convenience store, and the general bakery. There's a general store and bakery. But like, do you not have a website? It's Kilsyth Auto. Come again? Maybe it doesn't exist anymore. It's possible. Hepworth had a store too. Hepworth, corner store. And I think that one was a car place, corner store. But there was one in Kilsyth. You would only know these things if you were a local, right? Like, uh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's not it either. I'm lost. I'm lost. There used to be a corner store in Hepworth, right by my grandparents' place. Watch, watch. I'm gonna find it through um map, not MapQuest, like Google Map. Google Map, because we're in Yahoo, isn't it? Like why are we on Yahoo? Can someone explain? I know I'm being weird. Okay, so let's go Hepworth. I'll show you guys what the hell I'm talking about. Hepworth is here. Bruce Street? Like Hepworth. So there's that. Um, where is my grandparents' place? Central Public School? Are they right on? I wouldn't be surprised if this is my grandparents' place. Can I see like can you see Street View? What does it show me in Street View? And my grandparents still live there. Let's see. Don't ask me where my grandparents live because I don't know the address, which is probably really sad. But I'm trying to see. Okay. So then I go this way because this is the store that we would have went to. It's UPI Energy. Is that what it's called? Can I open it? They have a website. Cannot be found. copy website. Not that it's. Do I just copy this? UPI Energy? You guys can maybe see my grandparents' place in a second. Uh, Not that it's much better, but it's kind of cute. Green fields, yes, yes, yes. Green fields, that's what it is. UPI gas station. I used to go to as a kid from my grandparents place and grab surprise bags. All the things when you're a little kid, you're like, these are the things that you remember. So we're at 13. It might get optimized at 13 if I'm lucky. There's a Tim Hortons there, but it's not exciting. I promise it's not exciting. Is it Queen Street? Am I going the wrong way? Where's the school at? That's the question. I'm like, where is it? It's definitely on this side somewhere. I'm looking for the truck. Hmm. Did we walk that far down? I don't think so. It's funny that store is there. Um, let's see if it's closer to the that goes back downtown. This is the problem. I have no idea where my grandparents live. My mom would be so disappointed in me. Church. I know these landmarks, but I don't know. Like, they're in the middle of nowhere. That's the problem. All this is like grassland. I just don't feel like it's that far away from that corner store. Because I used to walk as a kid to it. As a kid to it. Is that weird? People are watching me be lost. I'm lost. Please help me find myself. Okay, so that way is Sobble. That's the problem is I know that way is Sobble. And that like leads me to believe that that's my grandparents' place over there. But grumble, grumble, grumble. It's gonna be like one of those aha moments. And right now, it's just not. It can't be on this side. What's the sign say? Sobble Beach that way. But like, if I was driving there, I would know. But I can't by this roadway. It's like you turn and you're going towards Sobble Beach. So like Hepworth School. I'm trying to find it, guys. Is that it? Can't be it. It has to be that one. But what is the red car? Yeah, this is my grandparents' place. Yes, right there. But what is with the red truck? It's definitely this one. Um, so weird. The fact is, yes, like that used to be a thing for them. Um, but the Dodge truck, so strange, so strange. All right. I don't know how to optimize this list though, because there's nothing special about one sound. Do we do like a Sobble Beach? Like Sobble Beach. Let's see. Sobble Beach. Is ooh, I can do it in the map, right? We can Sobble Beach. Let's see what the Google map shows. So there's Hepworth. Um, Street view. Can we land like on the beach? Like land on Main Street? We totally like park up here. No, not even. It was up here somewhere. And then when we walk all the way down to the beach. Da, 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 da. There's this place on the beach now that I've never seen before. I think it's this. Can you like take me to show what the hell that is? Like it is insane. I've never seen it before. Like look at that thing. I've never seen that before. It's really cool. Um, what's it called? Whoa! We're in the thick of it. I didn't want to be in the thick of it. I was looking to try and see what's on the sign, yo. What's on the sign? You can't see what's on the sign? Why can't you see what's on the sign? What's it called? It had something. It was called something. I don't. Fine. What does this say? Moochie bubble tea. It's not what this is. Fail, guys, fail. Does this say something? There it is. Okay. So then copy website. This thing was not around when I was a kid. I've never seen it up until, and I didn't bring my kids to it because God knows how much it freaking costs to go in this little thing. Little thing. I call it a little thing. Haha. It's not a little thing, but it's freaking massive. Um, this was not around when I was a kid, but it looks a hell of fun. And it's right by the beach. Okay, so that's 14. And now there is a place on the beach. There's two places on the beach that I would suggest to people to eat and to go and have fun with. We're gonna go along the beach here. Um, there is this place. Is it this place? Like, no, no, no. It's like up here. There's like a little eatery. It's this place. A little eatery called the Beach Burger. And it was delicious. Delicious. Website. Coffee. Um, hey Thomas. So, thank you for the heart me. Beach Burger. Feeling a little bit better today. I'm dealing with stuff, but feeling a little bit better. So, this is the place to be. It looks like this. It's yummy. Okay. So next, this place is by the beach and is a wonderful spot to grab a burger and yummy chicken. So good. Okay. The one other place that I can suggest here, and we're gonna get this optimized because of it. Thank God for Google Maps. Um, there is this place down here. I really miss the boardwalk though, of like having the stores have all of their stuff out. But like Sauble Beach is my favorite place on earth. You can tell that for sure. No, not the clothing. It's down here, and they used to not be this far away either. Um, Nut and Fudge. It's called the Nut and Fudge now. It used to be called something else, but the hell is that? Particular? The hell is particular? So, this place, copy, put this in Benable. I wish I was at the beach, right? It's freaking 47 degrees today. Nut and Fudge. I feel like Nut and Fudge is not the store, but like, oh, it is. Okay. We used to grab fudge every time I would go down, and it used to be an experience. So, we used to have fudge on the boardwalk. I'm glad to see they still have a fudge shop near the beach. Near the beach. I really love getting a slab when I'm back home. Alright, so this should be optimized now. I should be able to refresh it and it'll probably give me a green badge. It doesn't take much. And if it doesn't, that means we've got to just keep on working. Oh, see? Green badge. But yeah, it's my favorite place on earth. There's not much more down here. Like, there's nothing really anymore. Like, there's the DQ. But, like, it used to be that Sauble Beach had, like, a huge boardwalk right where that stupid aerial thing is. Yeah. And so, my mom and I parked here. So if you don't want to pay for parking on the beach, you park here where you're not going to get any parking ban for parking there. You take a bucket with like your towel and everything like that, and you go to the beach. You walk down. It's like a 10-minute walk. Don't be lazy. Save your money. Like it's $29 to park on the beach. Fuck that. Or near the beach. But like it's gorgeous. I love Sauble and the water. It is just beautiful. I hate Ottawa's beaches. I've been to other beaches like Valens and stuff like that. Nothing compares to Sauble. Nothing at all. But like this used to, like right here, used to be a boardwalk. it's not like that anymore. There used to be like a an arcade here. There used to be the Scoops here, which I'm glad to see is still there. There used to be a fudge store here, and then there was clothing stores all along the back here. And even like here there were stores. I feel like I'm delusional though, because it doesn't look like there was ever stores there. There's stores here, but like even here, they used to have all of their wares outside during the summer. And it used to be a boardwalk where everybody came, like this, they kept. This store is smart. They're keeping their stuff outside, but there's nothing like everything's inside. Like, get your shit outside so that when people are walking out by the beach, they see all your pretty things. You know? I don't know. Anyways, that's my blab of the day. Like, there's also not a lot, like, there's not a lot of, like, beachy vibes here anymore. What the hell is that? A gift bowl? What the hell is a gift bowl? Anyway, so, what does that say? Beach open. Gathering max is 2021. Let's move it to 2024, where we don't see COVID on the beach. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. We didn't see that. You can only gather 10 people at a time on the whole ass beach. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Anyways, this is where I grew up. I loved it. Alright, moving on. We were going to showcase the agency a little bit. Before I do that, I want to show you guys Benable. I just finished this list, so now there's a list for my hometown, Owen Sound. Benable is my little place where I recommend items, and when people click, I get a commission off of it. Having a list like this brings in traffic. And Benable likes true recommendations for so a list like this will get nurtured a little bit more. On the dashboard, we're working on 100 lists, so that's list number 95. I have a week to get 5 more lists. I think it's possible. It was a personal challenge, so we're working on it. But it shows me who from Benable has stopped in and who from outside of Benable has stopped in. And we made a commission today from Halara. It was the first time that we made a commission from Halara. It made $1.43. Not a whole lot, but like, hell yeah. So I'll be posting about that later. Now to get into showcasing the agency. So I am part of an agency. I'm part of Global Variety. So I recently just changed this morning so that you have access to more information about joining. So when you go ahead and you click my link now, it's going to show you a digital product that you need to sign up to. This is not a good example. Let's go, because this is my admin area. So it's not going to show you the step by step. Let's open this. So when you go to my tree, this is what it looks like. You can get my free guide for Benable. You can go into my Benable here. But for the agency, it's an important thing for me. We're looking for 15 people by July, or in July. So I need people to go to this link. When you go to this link, it's going to give you a download option. When you go to download, I'm asking for your first name so I know what to call you by, your email, and what account it's associated with. When you do so, you will get an email from me. Actually, it'll say download. Let me show you. Da, 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 da. I will do this again. Test. Amber SMM, right? Join my emailing list. Actually, I'm not a robot, and submit. Okay, so there we go, and then view download. When you get the download, verifying it's me, why? Why? What was that about? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Do I have an email of it? Taking you guys on a ride. But it should have downloaded it. Why is it not? I mean, sure. 111. I don't like that. That does not give me confidence. Alright, is it because I already did that? Let's check. Because I already have a test, I'm gonna mess up all my metrics for this. Download. Test. Email. Let's go this one because it's a different email. I think it's just because of my email. There we go. Alright. So it's going to look like this when somebody signs up. When they download it, they're going to have this pop up. That's fine. My husband was messaging me. Give me 2 seconds. Yes, it's optimized. What does hubby want? Don't feel like going crazy over cooking tonight. Is there something I can pop in the oven for you girls? Lasagna leftovers? I don't know. It's too hot to think. Poor hubby is like cooking, and I'm like, hey, Captain. So when you go to download it, it's gonna look like this. So it's gonna give you information, okay, and it's gonna give you more information than what we had before in the link. It's also gonna show you how to access your code if you need to, and then you can apply. When you click apply, it goes to the application like it did before. And then this is to apply to the agency. So I think that it's a better way. This way also I can send afterwards the Discord information directly into an email. And so that's really helpful. It's funny because it's only a 10-minute live trial, but we'll go with it. Oh, I need to update that. Oh, I have to update that. So I'm going to go through here. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. I'm feeling a little bit better today. Thank you for the email too as well. Amber, why can't I freaking see? Give it to me, Amber, through Discord. Or on TikTok. Just through Discord. But let's make it efficient. Is there anything else that I have to like edit? No? Okay. So I'm gonna download this again. We're gonna go into here We're going to update it. I'm going to go to my tree, admin, and we're going to update it. What? Kids want pizza. Okay, sure. It's so hot. Hubby is like, I do not want to cook at all. Okay, so digital products. We are going to edit it. This. Delete. Upload new file. And it's going to be this one once it loads up here. This one. Continue. And done. Layout. Then I change the layout. No, it won't let me. Even though I haven't used the feature. But yes. That's how it looks. And now, so like when you go to download it, it's going to give you this document. And then my theory is that I will have, like when somebody downloads it, I will have their name, their username, and their email so that I can follow up with them and be like, hey, I noticed that you haven't signed up. How can I help you? Right? And then additionally, this also means that if they do sign up, right? Like let's say they go and they click here and apply, right? It's going to bring them here. I will see in my back end what account applied, and then I can reference where it's going to go. And then I can send an email out saying like, here's the Discord, here's the information, here's where you go for the call. So it's a lot easier and streamlined, but we've got to find 15 people next month for me to be a manager. So what am I looking at? There's so many tabs. There's so many tabs. So that's what it is. I think it's more efficient. So thank you for the heart, me cat. I felt really, really awful yesterday. And so I'm glad that the owner kept me despite me feeling like everything's falling apart. It is what it is. But we're back. We're gonna try. And I don't know what else to say. I really don't. I'm so in between emotionally. It's really difficult because I want this to work. I've put 4 months of time into building my team and I really care about each member of my team. I really do. And I want everybody to succeed. So it is what it is. I understand if I don't, but yesterday was soul crushing. So, hey Verma, how are you? Thank you for the heart me. So, we've changed this, we've updated it. My manager is going to try and see if there's support on Coast to Coast to also find new members. I'm going to be scouting. It's a great agency to be a part of. They are wonderful at getting each other connected and having good events. We just finished a scavenger hunt, and the scavenger hunt was really fun. We also did a donut battle. Those are all things that the agency does, which is really great. I try to be in as many places at once. I have 10 spots on my Discord that automatically send out people's live channels. And so that changes based on newbies that come in or people that are active and doing their hours consistently, I'll swap those spots to whoever makes sense to be featured in my channel. We also have a training, like part of that channel is training documents, and the other two channels don't have that. So I tried to curate that so that there was a spot where people could learn. Um, Anybody is allowed to come to me at any time and ask about what I can see in the back office for them. I do 2 check-ins a month where I go over the content and I try to take a look and try to help where I best can support. If you have specific goals, I try to figure out how I can help you in those goals. I'm an agent in training, so I am still learning certain things, and I feel like I try to do my best. I've gotten 2 people, one their ranking, and then I've also gotten somebody um, their guest spot back. And so those are things that I'm really proud about in my training that I've done, is being able to do tickets with TikTok and have additional support for my members, and I try to listen as much as I can. Um, when things fall apart, like I'm a manager and I have to try and support you as an individual, right? And so that's a big thing for me. And I really think that Global Variety is a really great agency, whether people want to join me or not. There's a lot of great agents over at Global Variety. Draven, being my manager at Coast to Coast, is one. Southern is another one. Um, we've got Steve from Team Ghost. There's Brett, the owner. Whoever you decide to choose, we're all really, really great agents and want to see you succeed. So if you have any questions about your account, please let me know. Please come download this document so that you can see the additional information so that you can make a judgment call on whether or not you want to join the team. I have put a scheduling calendar in here if people want to ask questions before they join, and then the apply button is here. So it's a little bit more of a process, but I feel like by giving this as a document, that people will feel a little bit more secure about joining, and then that they're not just jumping and not going without any information, and then I have a touch point. So that is really good. I'm going to hop off of here and I'm going to go share the Benable excitement news that we had. So on Benable today, we did get a commission. So I'm going to share that with my channel, and then I'm going to go hop and support the team because I've seen that there's 2 people that jumped on live. So I'm going to go and give some shares and taps. And I hope everybody has a great day. Please, please join Global Variety. I think it is amazing. Please join my team and talk to you soon. Bye.